we were sent this wagon, and this is a really cool collapsible wagon. I'm really excited about it. Comes with some different parts here, so we're gonna take it off. Comes with a nice cover, which is really nice, and the cover even has a pocket in it. It's not a very deep pocket, so this here can't store inside that pocket, but it does have a nice pocket in it for other items like these poles. I'll show you what these poles are for. So I'm gonna go through and pull the cover off. And the cover does just pull straight off. It has a zipper there to keep everything tight if you wanted to zip it tight. And then once you have that done, then you can lay that aside. We'll lay that off to the side. I'll get to what that is here in a moment. We go through, and this handle here clips in place, so it can come all the way out, which is handy. You can also push it in there, and it clips in place. And then when you want to push it back down, you just push it down to be able to have that out of the way. Or when you're ready to use it, then you can just have it up like that, which is a handy thing to have too. So all in all, lots of versatility in how this handle goes to be able to be adjustable. All right, enough on the handle here. Let's go through and open this up. You can just go through and pull it straight open. Push the center part down here. It has a nice little pull strap for when you want to collapse it. You pull on this and then collapse it down. But for right now, we have that in there. So you pull on that to collapse it down. That's how you collapse it down. To open it up, go ahead and just push the ends apart. Push that center piece down. Has a strap in there to hold everything down. And then this here is the hard floor, because inside here it's just soft and things could flop around really well. So you want a hard floor in there. So we'll go through and we'll put this hard floor on there. And now it has a good hard surface for putting your supplies in there, your kids in there, whatever you want to be able to put in there. It won't have to worry about falling through the floor. And then we can go through and just start wheeling it with everything in there. Nice thing about it too, it also has wheel locks that you can set on both sides there. So you can lock the wheels in place so that your wagon doesn't accidentally roll where you don't want it to roll. To be able to undo the brake, you can go through and just tilt that on both sides to be able to release the wheel lock. Very handy. Has nice, wide, solid wheels as well to be able to go on sand or uneven surfaces. This does have a rubberized tire on it, but it's solid, does not require any air, so it's not a pneumatic tire, it's a solid one, but it is a rubber, which is nice because it won't make as much noise as the plastic wheel ones do. So really nice solid construction on that. The other side here, okay, let's get into what the different components are. So these poles here, you're like, oh my gosh, what are these poles for? Well, these poles here attach for this part here, which is a table. Pretty cool. This thing comes with a table. So we go through, we put these on these little attachments here. Now these attachments, they can come off, and I recommend you storing them inside the storage bag that is on the other side here. There's a nice little compartment storage bag that you can use, because otherwise I feel they might get lost. It's a pretty small part, and if you're not careful with it, it might get lost. So definitely make sure that you're aware of what it is. It fits in these pre-drilled holes, and it just pushes in there. You might need to wiggle it a little bit to be able to put it in. And then we'll line this up here, put those two poles on there. Now you can also keep these poles on when you have kids in there, or supplies or anything like that. They're not really in the way, they're not sharp. It's just a matter of, if you're not going to use them, maybe it's good not to bring them with you. Just one other thing that you have to worry about, potentially losing, falling off, something like that. All right, so now this bag here has this accordion. It's not really an accordion, it's just folded up and to look like one. So accordion style, and this here is the table. Really cool how compact it is. So we'll open it up here. Nice, really nice aluminum surface on there. And then on this side, you can see that there's these clips, and these clips connect to these rails. So we'll go through and put this down on here. Now these do move within here, so we will have to make sure that they line up. So it may take just a moment for you to turn this upside down, bring it over, line it up so that they fit down on there. And then once you have it ready, it just snaps into place. Boom. Snaps down like that. Really handy. Go through and just line these up here. Boom, that one snaps in, great. All right, now we'll go through on this side, do the same thing, line up those clips with the bar, and then go through and just push it down. Now, you have a really great table surface. So if you're at a picnic or maybe a concert in the park or at the beach, it's nice to have a table that you can eat on. So now you can have your dishes out here, your kids, you can have snacks, whatever you want. This also works as a cover if there's something underneath here that you wanted to have covered. It works for that as well. And then when you're done with it, you can go through and just take it off. So to be able to take it off, I always like to fold it up a little bit. You just go through and pull it up like that, and then it collapses like an accordion. So it's nice to have that option. You get to the other clip and just pop it off there. You know what? It has the clips on there, and the clips fold inside like in the accordion, so it keeps it a really nice compact package there. And then it goes back inside its nice little bag that it has. So that's a nice handy thing to do. The other nice thing about this is when you are traveling with this, because of this big pocket, when you have the table in the bag or not in the bag, the table can sit on the side here. So now that's for really nice, easy storage and transportation. Another great thing on this bag has snaps, so it can open up to be able to come bigger if you wanted it to. The other nice thing here too is if you wanted to take this cover off to wash it, you know, you unbuckle that, take it off, and just everything comes off. So real easy to be able to move this and store it and use it in many different ways. A very versatile wagon. The nice thing is, you know, so many times wagons can take up so much room in your car or whatever you're using to transport it. But here, we're gonna break it back down. So we take the floor, break that down. Then we have the inner part here. I'll take the table parts off. And like just you see, there you go, taking that off, you know, if you're not careful with it holding, it can just come off with the rails. So just be aware of that. But you know, these things collapse down. They have a nice bungee cord built onto them for holding it in place. That. You want to collapse it? Just pull up on the center there, break it down. That is such a nice and easy thing to be able to break it down in such a compact format there. And then you can put the cover back on it and you have everything you need to go. Real easy to be able to transport this. Really functional. I love it. I know you will as well.